Custodes. Presidium. Lux mea. Adesto. Veritate. E profundo lucere. Clari. Mihi ostende. Only take what actually resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is collective and general. So please use these insights responsibly. They're not all going to fit your story. And don't assume all of it's my story either, because that's usually not the case. Where I sometimes find bits and pieces of myself, and I use my own experience to understand things. Not everything that comes through is about me, so don't make it about me. Hello, welcome in. And don't make everything about you either. If it does not fit, don't force it. This one's definitely about following your own true path, though, and not letting others lead you astray. Strengthening your own connection with divine, with God, with whatever you want to call it. The spirit, the creator, spirit of life, creator of all things, is the point here. I will be scrying as I'm reading, and just so that I don't distort the message or get distracted or burn out my own energy, I'm going to be not paying attention to the chat, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Keep it clean, keep it nice. Any trolls or anyone inappropriate, I may or may not have mods in here who can kick them out, and if I don't, please just ignore them. They're looking for a reaction, so please starve them of that. And keep it positive as much as possible. The more we flood the comments with positivity, hopefully they'll just leave, because they're not going to get what they want. Alright, let's get into the message. And at the beginning message I'm getting is it's not about you, right? It's not about you. There's something greater that's moving you. That is the whole point of this. And it is that spirit of life, God, whatever you want to call it, source, creator, Allah, whatever, however you see it. Whatever language, culture you're from, diversity is welcome here. We celebrate that here. But it's not about you, and if you're resonating with this video, you're gonna know that. You're gonna be someone who, that's how you'll know it's your reading. You're gonna be someone who does take the time to have this relationship with God, and who lives for more than just yourself. You're not a selfish person, right? You accept your humanity, and that selfishness can sometimes be a part of that. Sometimes you need to pull back and be in your own energy. That's okay. You got to fill your own cup so you can pour out from overflow. But you got to let God fill you up, right? And whatever your path, it's not necessarily all about you, although that doesn't mean you're not going to enjoy it, right? Because it will be something that suits you, something that feels good to you. But when we align ourselves with divine will, with God's will, we are responding to life from true desire rather than from egoic sort of desire. So that's kind of the path you would be on, and you would be deeply understanding that. And if you are not understanding that, feel free to watch for educational or entertainment purposes, but please don't fill the comments with your nastiness. I will kick you out of the comment section. But if you become a disturbance, because there are people who do get value from this. And if you really don't like tarot, or if this does not resonate with you at all, feel free to leave, because no one is asking you to be here. You have your own free will. Welcoming you guys. I appreciate you being here. All right, so talking to all my people who have a strong relationship with God and who are living for more than just themselves. You are selfless, and you have a strong appreciation for life. You know what came out? Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I had such a good day, y'all. How was your day? We're not doing personal readings here. We're just doing a collective message. But if you want a personal reading, you can email me. Okay. So I've got the Ten of Pentacles here. Is the card that came out. So you would be someone who's very devotional, and because of that, you reap many rewards in life. And this is abundance in all forms. It's not necessarily about monetary value, although you probably do enjoy that, or at least enough to be comfortable in life, right? It's not about being selfish or greedy for you. This is something that you earn through your devotion to life, to love, and you would be someone who has a solid relationship to your family. You're a very loyal type of person. And again, you don't do everything for you. You are a very generous heart, a very generous soul. And because of that, you reap benefits because you don't do it for the benefits, right? The gift is in the giving. You don't do it for the benefits. But abundance lives in you. So abundance is your natural state, and you experience that in your everyday life. And you get to share that with everyone around you. You live in divine flow. You prosper because of this, because of your devotion, because of your relationship to God first. So when towers come, when moments come that shock and surprise you, or create hardships, you're not like shrouded or clouded by your shadow. And it doesn't hit you necessarily in the same way that it might hit others so roughly, because your faith is so strong, and you know that no matter what, you will make it through these tough times. So you live in a state of abundance, but that comes from within you. That comes from deep within you. There's something about these gators too. They're like, you understand the necessity to be even a bit sharp at times, because I'm seeing these teeth. Like, in times where you're meant to protect what means the most to you. So you would be someone who is shadow integrated, and you use your shadow for what it's meant for, right? To protect. And there's no shame there. You don't hold these heavy, dense emotions. There's no shame for who you are, but you do learn from these experiences so that you can refine that and grow even closer to God, and live for a greater purpose. But you're very abundant, and you are very, very generous, is how you come off. You have a very beautiful family, and this is something that you have a lot of pride in. But again, that's not like ego pride, it's just something you're so grateful to have. And that can um, take any form to you, but you are someone who has strong family ties. Or you've created a family of your own that you're really proud of. And loyalty is everything to you, but you are loyal to what matters in life, loyal to what actually matters. Anything else is just noise. You are someone who invests a lot of yourself in the greater good, and you do stay true to your true north, and you're very strong in this. You're strong in your relationship to God. I feel because of that, you don't stray much from your path. Although again, there might be people around you, or perhaps there are a lot of people from your past, certain family members that you had to move away from. Maybe that's why you're so proud of the family that you created, because it's a very different feeling than where you came from. But and because you had to work so hard, I feel that's probably why you're so true to your path, because you know without a doubt that that's what truly works, and that's what actually feels like love to you. So you invest a lot. You invest mostly, I feel like you invest, I'm getting really tender emotions. You invest a lot of yourself into what you've created for your life. And again, possibly came from really tough times with the moon energy here. We did have that tower reverse coming out, that first bottom deck energy, where you may have come from kind of more rough circumstances. Like you might be kind of diamond in the rough, and you found that in yourself. You built that in yourself, and you built everything around you. I also get you might be someone who kind of lays low. Again, loyalty is everything for you, but you're loyal to only like what's true, only what's true. And you might have been swayed more earlier on in life, depending on your circumstances. But something that you hold tightly to is your own dream for the future and what means the most to you, especially like emotionally. You have a strong emotional center, a strong heart center, and the ability to transform tough circumstances into something very abundant and beautiful for yourself, for your family, your loved ones all around you. And this is something you have a lot of pride for. We do have Cancer energy out if that resonates with anyone. Doesn't have to, but again, that's just kind of fourth house energy. It's family is everything to you. It's kind of just reinforcing that idea. Family is everything to you, and it always has been. But whatever circumstances you came from, you did have to find your way through some darkness, and that could be within your family or outside of it. Apply it to your situation. There was, I feel, a very dark period of your life that brought you closer to God, and this is like this faith that you have. It was built through experience. And so that's why you're so unwavering in that. You're so rooted in that, and everyone around you feels very secure and safe and happy. Like there's so much joy around you that I see. This is a really beautiful energy. Oof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whoever I'm talking to, you really have been through some very tough circumstances, right? With the Ten of Swords, but you found your way through that darkness, and you found your peace. You found deep inner peace from having to move through that, and you closed that out, and you found the right people, the right situations to put yourself in, and you were able to find beauty even in the darkest spaces of life. There were times where it felt like you had a hard time trusting yourself, but in that moments when you'd surrendered to something beyond yourself, um, certain insights and things were revealed to you that allowed you to see the divine protection in that and the redirection that allowed you to find your true happiness, which is something that I feel came as a surprise to you, but it's something that you were so grateful that you were redirected in this way. Over time, you came to find that the blessing in disguise through these circumstances, and but you had to get through the darkness. You had to find that self love and the relationship that you have uh, to something beyond yourself. And I feel like this whoever your person is like that was a divine gift for you. Um, this family, and you feel that you because you had to go through something and kind of it's almost like you earned this person. You have so much appreciation and gratitude for this person and what you've created with them. It's a really beautiful energy. Oh my god, it's so sweet. It is so sweet. I feel you have many gifts coming to you all the time. because of how you choose to move through life and hardship, and how you choose to keep your heart open and stay generous and sweet to life. And you choose to let go, to not hold onto the darkness, um, to keep allowing the flow of life and even the times of contrast. You allow this flow to move you in whatever way you need to be moved. Maybe you have an easier time than most to let go of certain things, so that you're not holding on to anger, resentments, and things like that. And it's probably because you've already done a lot of deep work on yourself to where you have this great capacity for emotional abundance, I want to say. This full spectrum of emotion. You can feel and let it move you in a way that it doesn't, it's not like reactive, it's not moving in that way, but you allow things to move you in a way that is peaceful, no matter the circumstance. Okay. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to, you might have come from very difficult family circumstances in the past. So whatever family you've built is something that you are extremely proud of. And it could be also just past friends, things like that. Um, outside of the family that hurt. It could have been that you're from a broken family, or perhaps you've been through a very challenging relationship and you're on like a second marriage, and that second marriage is far more rewarding and feels more true to who you are. But you had to get clear on yourself and who you were first, and whatever your past wounds were. Perhaps there was a time too where you were resistant to change yourself, you were resistant to your own growth, and not understanding your dynamic with the people around you that you cared so much about. I feel like family's always been important to you. And you've always been a very loyal type of person, so perhaps it was very challenging for you to move away from toxic situations because you have a very caring and giving heart. You probably are someone who's maybe a bit overgiving and had to learn from that. You've made a lot of mistakes, and you did take the time to learn from them and to release whatever was blocking you so that you could move forward. And again, in some times where you couldn't trust yourself, you couldn't see straight, it's you found a deep surrender to um to something greater than yourself, and you let God show you the way. You let your inner light be your guide. And I really get that strong with this Ten of Pentacles here. It's this like in the center, right, in your heart space is what creates that abundance. You allow that light to shine from within you. And so while you have maybe some very tough and dark past memories, you also find the beauty there, and because of that, you're able to get through anything now. I feel like you know your strength so well now that you can get through just about anything, and you might be like a pillar in your community, or even just in your family, because you possess this inner strength and such a deep sense of peace that you really did earn. And so everyone around you loves being around you so much. You're a really important part of people's lives. And I think you feel that now more than ever. Um, Although there's still might be people that you're tied to or from your past, and maybe you still have certain things that come up in moments where you don't always feel that. It's kind of like a return to past selves, and almost like a ghost of it more than anything. It doesn't hit you in the same way, but it does still move you, and it still affects you to some extent. um but I don't know, I feel whoever needs to hear it, you are so deeply loved and appreciated. by everyone around you. And I hope that means the world to you. So I know everyone around you means so much to you as well. Just know how reciprocated that is, that feeling is, and how abundant people feel around you. I know you feel abundant with all who are around you and the life that you've come to build. And this is a really beautiful reading, and it makes me so happy. It makes me really like a little emotional, but like the like happy tears kind of thing. It's a really, really beautiful energy. Yeah, honestly, I feel like once you've had to learn strong boundaries from being an overgiver, then yeah, you come to a place where you don't have a problem burning bridges anymore because you have to protect what is important, your own inner wellspring of love, and so that you can give to the right ones and you know that they're going to reciprocate. And the gift is in the giving, of course, so it's not necessarily about giving to receive for you, but it's about learning that you give endlessly whether you want to or not. I mean, you do want to. It's just what you are. It's who you are. But to have to learn that giving to the wrong people will drain you of everything that you are, and make it hard for you to give to the right people. Um, it's a beautiful thing to have that strong boundary and to be able to burn bridges where it's necessary. So that is an earned thing. That type of discernment is earned, and it is so important. Thank you. Just pulled that one right out of thin air. People take love for granted. It's not a foundation. For some, it is. I struggle with myself, but love to express. Yes, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful. It's unfortunate when people take love for granted and instead of just giving love back, but it does happen all too often. We can just understand that those people are unaware and ignorant and haven't learned how to love properly, unfortunately. And we can be grateful that we have. I agree. I love Lincoln Park. Hello, hello, Nikula. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate you. We do tarot, but I do tarot for healing, so I try to be as uplifting as possible. Sometimes we get into some heavier stuff, but it is more for healing purposes, so that we can learn how to transmute these things. If you want a personal reading, you can always email me, or the more you invest in this channel, I know, Anthony, you're the best. The more you invest in this channel, in the chat, comments, like, subscribe, all that, the more your personal energy will come through. How many marriage proposals a day? Honestly, it depends on the day. It depends on the day. Depends on how often I go live. I love you too. That's amazing. Okay, you might have recently completed something. Maybe you just recently got married even, or had a baby or something. I don't know. Or you found new success in your business or career or something. Because with the Ton of Pentacles is the first energy that came out. It could also just be that you could create or not created completed some sort of spiritual lesson, and this is taking you a lot deeper I don't know, I just felt a huge sense of gratitude and appreciation for like just deep peace with life and everything that you have, everything that you are, everything that you've been blessed with, and you have wisdom as well. So it absolutely could resonate with like a spiritual lesson that's been completed. You went through a big change recently. Perhaps you just got out of some sort of turmoil or tough period, and I feel part of a big part of the gratitude is your family or the people around you, your loved ones. This is like a created family, so whatever that is for you, um, whatever you built around you, so much gratitude, especially for these people being with you through that darkness and helping you to get through. I feel a lot of the wisdom is in the many blessings and to the most simple parts of life. Maybe it's even overcoming. Maybe you're so focused on career for a time, and now you're more family oriented, for example, because you're realizing that that's where the true blessings are, and that's where the real riches are. We got a 5 and a 10, so definitely big completion energy, big changes in your life, and you got this unicorn energy too. So, you truly are a unique soul and a huge blessing to everyone around you. But I just feel you see everything around you as many blessings. Everything around you is a huge gift in your life, and you are realizing this more than ever. uh it feels so good. It feels like you're floating in the clouds almost, but in a very grounded way at the same time. Mm, for some, you could have gotten over some bout of stubbornness, maybe some area where you were having a hard time growing in, but you surrendered. Simply is that you surrendered to what is true, what is most you. It's like you came back to yourself from some struggle, some inner struggle. Maybe you were projecting it onto things around you, but uh, everyone around you loves you so much, and you love everyone around you and everything that you have, everything that you built. There's so much gratitude. It feels so good to be in this energy. You have a really amazing energy, a truly unique energy, and it could be too that you are in this place of, we got titties. Let's cover that up. You could be um, whether communing with the Great Spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, or your community, whatever that is. Maybe you're going deeper into your religion or spiritual practice, but there's this energy of communion, and that could also just be communing with your own family as well on a deeper level. There's something very, I don't know, special to you though that is unique. It is unique to you and your story that comes through. Mm. Oh, for some, you could possibly have reconnected with a spirit of a passed over loved one. And maybe this brought you a sense of deep peace and reminded you of who you are, reminded you of what's valuable, what's important in life. This could have come through like a dream, even if you had a dream of someone who had passed over. That was you connecting with their spirit. I feel, especially if you're a very devotional type person, you know that, you feel that. Um, some people could resonate with like fairies or the fae, good people, whatever you want to call them. There's something about your life so sacred, and there's whatever the special thing is. It's very sacred to you. It could be an object that's related to a passed over loved one that you like you were able to reconnect in spirit. It is something that brought you back home to yourself, to get you through some sort of stubbornness or frustration or some bit of resistance within yourself. Like elevated you up out of something. There's a bit of a heat, a hot energy. So it's something that maybe burned quite a bit. Or maybe there was a resentment. It's the like heat energy. So there could have been some sort of anger, uh, resentment, something like this. Possibly even for someone passed over. But there's something it was like worked out. Something worked out, and it's an energy that's stabilizing, kind of reintegrating within you. There's gratitude for that. There's something magical to what you're in the midst of experiencing. And you might still be in the midst of this transformation, but like through it, just at the beginning of experiencing the joy and gratitude of it, this feeling is going to grow. This feeling's going to grow. And it's only going to get better from here. Getting the word destitute coming in. I don't know why. Apply that as you see fit. I feel like there's someone could have been going through like some sort of financial hardship, and recently that like really turned around because you released some sort of stubbornness within yourself. Maybe you weren't seeing clearly what you needed to do, and then it clicked from, and it's you going deeper into your heart, your spirit, that allowed you to surrender the mind, to allow yourself to make this connection, and that just opened you up and freed your energy. So I feel you already are seeing the shift, and you might see a big like wave of abundance coming in that you weren't expecting. Like for some there could be like some sort of windfall that comes in unexpectedly, or like some sort of like lump sum of something. Whatever you've been trying to manifest, and it doesn't have to be financial, but it very well could be. If that's what you've been trying to manifest, there's something that allows that energy to flow in because you released resistance somewhere. So we do want to do it more. I'm gonna do one more card, and then I think we'll call this one. How tall am I? I'm 5'9". How tall are you? Free chips. 5.75. 5'6" on the right and foot short on the left. Just okay. Closing message. Whoa. Okay, that just doesn't affirm more. Okay, yeah, you found more self-worth, so that's a beautiful thing. Of course, that's going to bring more value into your life. What fell out immediately is Heaven's Gate. So what I tell you, you literally walk in right into heaven, and 5'8", sweet. Walking right into heaven, and look what's underneath the fucking deck, yo. Peace, baby, peace. Hello, Samurai Sheriff. You have a dark shadow that keeps showing up behind you. You can see it. Yeah, well, it's because of the ring light, you silly goose. It's bright, so cast a shadow. Anyways, peace. Peace and Heaven's Gate. So literally just affirming the entire message of this whole thing. A deep sense of peace and gratitude, and it is leading you right into your own personal heaven, because you release some sort of ego, some sort of like mental turmoil that allowed you to move through whatever out of frustration, darkness, whatever that you were working through. You were able to see it clearly finally, and it feels really, really amazing. All you gotta do now is just be in your peace and just keep enjoying life. I feel like you've reached a whole new level of life where you can do that with so much ease, and it feels really, really good. So congratulations. Damn, I'm so sorry. How are you doing now, Warren? Of course, of course, of course. I'm so glad it resonated. I'm so happy for whoever this resonates with. I am so happy for you. And I hope things just keep, I hope the blessings just keep pouring in for you. All right, so you're gaining some back. Good, good, good. I don't know what, I don't know. I'm in the West, I'm in the US, so we don't go off kilograms. I don't know exactly how much that is, but I'm glad you're doing better. Like, green stuff. Which country? I'm in the US. Can I see your horoscope? No. Anyways, thanks for being here for this one, you guys. I appreciate you. Congrats to everyone. Again, if you want a personal reading, feel free to email me. Alright, love you guys. Catch you later. Kumamori de mito, siki lo pute,